Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel, Ron's Keto Cafe, and I'm Ron. Well, if you're new, welcome, and if you're a returning member, welcome back. If you're a new member, could you please share, like, and smash that subscribe button? It definitely helps my other fellow YouTubers know that when I post videos. And before we get started, I'm not a medical doctor. I don't make any medical claims. This is all based on my own personal journey, so please do your homework first. And welcome to week 145 weight loss update. So I'm going to be referencing my videos now as weight loss updates or something similar to that, because we are switching off from the ketogenic lifestyle now to the carnivore, but I'm slowly transitioning over there, baby steps. What I like about the carnivore weight loss program is you don't have to worry about weighing up your foods or anything like that. You can eat when you're hungry, you stop when you're not, but the goal is not to have that many carbs, very few carbs, and make sure you got protein, lots and lots of water, and all that other good stuff that I've been researching about the carnivore lifestyle. And so we're going to probably be going into that direction there after the month of June. And also for the month of June, we're doing a weight challenge with Derek's journey over there. And so every 2 weeks I got to submit my beginning scale and my ending scale number, and so I started out the month off at 227.7 or something like that. I'll throw the scale number over the timeline, and this morning I'm down to like 226 or something like that. Anyways, again, I'll have the scale under the photograph on the timeline. But we didn't lose all that much this week, but I feel my stomach shrinking up and tightening up. And again, this experiment to go to carnivore is just to help my body reset and hopefully get rid of some of the psoriasis and the feet issues that I'm having. So most of you girls and guys know I've been having some really bad feet issues, and I having a hard time dealing with it. So they sent me down to the wound center, and they've been treating my feet with some steroid cream, and she's been scraping off the dead skin, and I have to go back to see them again this Thursday, and I got a lot to tell her about this past week and what went on over there at the dermatologist office. So I had an appointment follow-up this past month with the dermatologist, and she doesn't want to really see me no more because I'm dealing with Dr. Cadaldo and I'm dealing with the wound center. But I still have psoriasis on my skin. Now, why would you not want to see me? So, fine. So, I'm going to go, I made an appointment for another dermatologist. I'm not going to be able to start seeing them until August for my psoriasis. That's another reason why I went carnivore, to see if the carnivore weight loss will clear it up. So while I was over there Thursday, she had me take off my shoes and stockings, and she was looking at my right foot and my left foot. She said it looks like they're getting somewhat better, and then I'm looking at the bottom of my right foot from the where they join together from the big toe all the way down to the backside of my heel. I had red graft marks going like this all the way across, and they look really dark red and purple. And I asked her about that. And she gave me one of these and said, it's just skin growing back. And I said, no, it's not skin growing back. There's something wrong there. So it makes me reason to believe more than ever now. I'm not discrediting all the medical field doctors, but there's a few. A lot of them just look with their eyes closed. They tell you they charge you the $40 or whatever you're paying for a co-payment. They bill out your insurance for $300 or $400, and then they don't really care about you. Then they pass the buck along to somebody else. And she reminds me of one of them, so I'm not going to go back to seeing her, period. But she did give me some photographs of how my feet look that day, and I'll throw a couple up on the timeline. Now, you can see clearly from those photographs that I hope they're not squeamish, but the hard reality of it all, I got problems with my feet. So so when I left there Thursday, I went down to the parish, and I told Betty Ann about my feet. Showed her the photographs, and I said, until these get better, Betty, I'm not going to be available to do too much volunteering. I can't walk around, do payouts or anything like that. So she understood that. They found some people for me to take my place. And that situation we had the previous week, we got that resolved this past week. So everything's going to be kosher when I go back to doing that job again. And now we're going to put that behind us. But I just, I'm at a point where my feet and everything, I'm getting really, really down and disgusted about it and everything like that. But I know that God didn't really do this to me, but I know the reason why they're there is because he wants me to slow down a little bit and take care of myself before I decide I want to go back to work or not, which I do want to go back to work. I'm thinking about maybe July if my feet are okay. And at the same time, I'm going to talk to the wound center about possibly putting me in the hospital for a few days and see if they can get my feet under control in the hospital. I still hadn't get the pump yet. I'm waiting for a lipidemia pump. It takes time, and we got last few days, other than today and yesterday, we had 90-degree weather outside, and I'm in the house on the heating pad with my feet elevated. I got home Friday night. I dropped my wife off to bingo at the parish, and I just did a little bit of pull tab sorting out, and then I said, I paid Betty for the money we owed her for Avon. And then I went home and I rested my feet the rest of the day, put them up on the bed, and they fell asleep till she came home. And that's pretty much the way it's been for the last, since I've had this issue problem. I can sit down as long as I don't put pressure on my feet. They're not bothering me, but as soon as I get up and walk around, they start hurting. And then I'm getting like a tingling feeling in my feet, like a sharp burning pain. I was told that I don't have diabetic. I'm not a diabetic, but if I'm not a diabetic, then what is it? So when I go see her again Thursday, I'm going to find out if they can test me again for diabetes, and find out if there's a new test or something different test that they can normally do that they wouldn't normally do. Because I have to get this under control, otherwise I'm going to wind up losing my feet. Because Betty was telling me that happened to her brother, and she wound up losing one of his foot. Well, actually, that wasn't Betty, but it was Mary Ann, because I was talking to Mary Ann about the incident that happened the week before. And she told me her brother had the same issue with one of his foot, and he had to have it amputated. And if that winds up being the case, I'm going to be going after these doctors, because I just, I cherish my body parts and my feet like we all do. And that would be awful if that happens. But we're going to put all that behind us for right now, and then I'm going to put my glasses on and read you some stuff. So this is for, let me flip the page to the beginning of the month. So Carnivore Day 1, June 1st, 2023, we started the weight off at 227.5 pounds. Talked about the visit with the dermatologist. I took some photographs, they're up in the timeline. We made a nice pork tenderloin that day, and I wrapped it up in bacon, and oh man, it was the best. I popped it into the oven for about an hour and 40 minutes until it was pork tender, and the bacon was fully cooked, and the juices from the bacon just flowed right into the pork tenderloin. And I salted it really, really well. Now remember, salt is our friend, but the best salt that you can buy, not that blue kind. Then we had plenty of water, and I felt really, really good that day. Day 2, got up. That was second day of June. Starting weight was 225, so I lost 2.3 pounds. And I made a gluten-free meatloaf that day. And I wasn't too much hungry that day, and that's pretty much all I had that day. But I made like a pound of meatloaf, and I made it with pork rind and egg, and then put a little bit of sugar-free ketchup on it, and that was pretty much it for that day. Day 3, starting weight was 226, so I was up 1 pound, and so overall it was down 1.5 pounds. I had one cheat. I had a sliced piece of that Friday night before I went home. Then when I got home, I made two shappos with 3 eggs, some ground beef patties, and then I made some burgers that day, and I felt really, really good that day. And the other thing about the patties is I bought a package of 100% real beef for about $14. I had like 12 of them in there, and they're frozen patties, and it goes on. These are terrific. I could just pop them up, and I can put them in the air fryer. 20 minutes later, I got burgers, and I popped on a couple slices of cheese, and I was good to go. Now today I'm making a chicken stew because it's very, very hot. Very, very hot. Ooh. It's very, very raw and damp outside today. It's 47 degrees. It feels more like an April day than the June day. So I went down to the store this morning and picked up some chicken thighs and popped everything to go into the Instant Pot. It's already set and stoned, and we're going to be good to go there. and I'll take it easy on the carbs with that today. And then tomorrow we'll be right back on Carnivore, which will be Monday. Making that lasagna from Marie Emmerich, and I believe that's how her last name's spelling. I'll have a contact link below the video. She made a great lasagna. I got all the ingredients I need for the lasagna. Except I'm going to do a pound of lasagna, pound of ground beef, and I'm going to cut back the original formula that she said. But for the red sauce replacement, she took 2 sticks of butter, and I'm going to use 1. And I got 2 different kinds of cheeses. I'm going to put them in the processor, mix them all together. I got cheddar cheese, and I also got Colby Jack cheese if I want that. And I bought a block of Parmesan cheese. So we're going to shred all that together and make like a blend. And that's going to be muy flavor, like a lasagna. And I bought some chicken breasts. The chicken breasts are going to be replaced in noodles. And for our red sauce, we're going to take 2 blocks of or 2 sticks of unsalted butter. We're gonna saute them in the pan until it starts like almost bubbling up brown, and then we're gonna take it up, remove it off the heat, and then we're gonna add our cheese to it until it thickens up, and that'll be our red sauce replacement. And then we'll just put some more mozzarella cheese on top and some more cheese on top, and like again everything in layers, and then we'll bake that baby in the oven for about an hour until it's gooey and bubbly, and then we'll wait for about or maybe we'll let it set over the counter for maybe a couple of hours before we touch it, because if you eat it the way it is, it's going to be all greasy and everything, and you want a chance for everything to settle in. It might be, and after it cools down, we might even put it in the refrigerator for about an hour. But that's the plan for tomorrow, and I'm going to be filming out that recipe, by the way. And the other thing is that we're going to be making, from the remainder of the 2 pounds of ground beef that I bought, we're going to be making some meatballs. And I got a good recipe from Jennifer Bands from Low-Carb with Jennifer. She made some sausages the other day. She made them like meatballs, and she had a bunch of ingredients to it. Well, I got all the ingredients that she added, but instead of having sausages, I'm going to make the same exact ingredients, but I'm going to do meatballs. And then we're going to pop the babies in the oven, and then we're going to make like a nice macaroni, like a Big Mac sauce type thing, not macaroni. I don't do macaroni anymore. But yeah, and those are some of the plans we got, and I'll be definitely sharing all that with you guys, and I'm hoping to have a good week, a good visit with the doctor on Thursday, and I have another visit with the old toll doctor on Thursday. That'll probably be the last time I see him, because I'm with a new guy right now, and I don't know if the insurance will cover 2 doctor visits like that. But the other thing about that particular facility, I'm no longer associated with the doctors over there, because they don't have any more doctors over there that are taking new patients. And so I'm happy with the new doctor that we have, and I'm going to stay over there, and wherever she's been sending me, they've been, Dr. Cadaldo, that new doctor that I have on my feet, he's been really helping me. And again, you find doctors that care, doctors that stay with them, because those type of doctors are very few and far between. The work situation's on hold right now. I'm going to probably wind up thinking about going back in July if I feel well enough on my feet, but I don't want to push it too far, too fast. I don't want to have any setbacks. But as far as the carnivore goes, we are really hoping for a transition over to my body, as far as hopefully we'll get rid of the psoriasis. I don't know about the lipidemia part of it, but I'm hearing some things about it will keep your lipidemia under control. My lipidemia will get better if I can get a pump and then use those compression stockings, but I need to get my swelling of my legs and my feet down, because I can't get any stockings over my feet. They just don't fit. And I'm not going out wasting a couple $100 again for more stockings that don't fit. So those are some of the plans we got going on for the week, and be watching some more videos. I'm going to put out some more video recipes. I made a chocolate keto ice cream the other day, and this is the second time I made it within the month. And I made a strawberry one the other day. I had the strawberry one already. And like I said, we're doing baby steps into carnivore, and maybe in July, full-blown carnivore. And that's what the plan is anyways, as I transitioning off of the ketogenic lifestyle to the carnivore. And but I wanted to see if I could tolerate it, and as far as the meats go, get what you can afford, Try to get the family value packs if you can afford it. The best buys right now for meat, poultry, ground beef is a good buy. You don't always have to get the organic if you can't afford it. You get some really big chuck roast to the roast beefs, and then you can have the butcher slice it up to steaks, unless you got a really sharp knife and want to do that. But I would have the butcher cut it up to 1.5 slabs of steak, and they're going to charge you the same thing. They don't charge you any extra for to doing that. And I even gone to the extreme of buying a nice big juicy steak, and he cut it up and to make like those steakums there. Remember those skinny steakums that we used to make steakum sandwiches, like a Philly cheesesteak? So I'm going to be doing one of those again pretty soon too. But instead of having it on the traditional bread, I'll figure out a substitute that I can have with that. And I'll be doing some a lot of nice recipes I got going on, and I can finally get my printer going. I still can't figure out how to get it going from the printing out on the web to the internet to my printer there. I'm gonna look at my settings on my printer and see if there's something blocking me from printing it out. But yeah, so other than that, like I said, we lost about a pound and a half for a week. No big deal thing, and we're gonna continue on with Carnivore. But don't forget, it's only been 4 days on Carnivore, and so next week I hope to have some really great results for you guys, and we're just gonna continue. Friday night I'm gonna be dropping my wife off at the parish. I'm not gonna stay. I'm just gonna go in and say hi and say bye. As soon as Betty pops in, I'm just gonna tell her I'm gonna go home, because then I'm gonna rest my feet. And that's pretty much it. And hope to have a good week. Be watching for some other videos that I'll be posting. And have a great day. Again, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Oh, by the way, I just put up this morning my 140-pound transformation journey slideshow. I had a lot of those photographs I took over the course of my journey, and I hope you enjoyed that as well. And I'm going to be trying to do it. I'm in the process of putting together a small little introduction and some stuff for some other videos that I'm doing. But anyways, enough said. Have a great day. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Remember, you guys are amazing. Remember, I love you. God loves you. Have a great day, guys.